Run again. That's fucked up. That's tough.
Coach, they love their crab cakes and they love their football. That's what Maryland does. And we are at M&T Bank Stadium down near the inner harbor of Baltimore. The scene of up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Denver Broncos and the Baltimore Ravens. The first game's out of the way. Time to buckle down for the long season ahead, and we're off in week 2. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. Here's the first carry for Tariq Cohen. Gets this to the 24 for a gain of 4. 4 yards the result on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Mike 50.
Now it's Jackson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Eddie Vanderdoes, the defensive tackle, getting in there for a loss of 5. A week ago, they dominated in the trenches. They got in the backfield for 5 sacks, setting the tone there, one on the opening drive.
And it sets the tone for the opposing team, doesn't it? Remember when you were a kid and you went to the theater and saw that horror movie and it stuck with you for a while and you were a little bit jumpy? Well, if you saw 5 sacks the previous week and you're the quarterback, he might be a little jumpy as well. Might throw off his timing.
Yeah, it'd be jumpy, but sorry, Bob and Linda wouldn't let me see a PG movie and jump. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Credit the sack to Von Miller.
It always helps for a visiting team to come in and set the tone on defense. In fact, when we talked with them prior to the game, they said they wanted this home crowd to feel like they had to hide their valuables when they were in town.
Well, the home crowd quiet now early. See if their offense can take over and get some points on the board. Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And the Broncos take over, first down and 10. Good starting position for the Broncos here as they come up first and 10 at their own 46. On first down, it's Haskins. And the catch made. This is Emmanuel Sanders. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the Ravens' 46-yard line.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch. Good for 8 yards. Now the first carry here for Phillip Lindsay. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
Now this one to his running back out of the backfield. Now he'll be stopped at the 35, but not before he picks up 7 yards. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him to football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, you know, make someone miss in the open field.
16 yards, a first down. From the red zone now, Haskins on first down. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
To throw again on second down. Haskins to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Third down, here's Haskins. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. They'll try to run with Lindsey. They're able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop him right around the 1. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
That run didn't get very far, and I think when you're looking at his dimensions, he's a little bit on the smaller side. He's counting on the big guys up front to escort him in, and they couldn't create any kind of space for him, could they?
Yeah, didn't get the push they needed. One more time with Lindsey. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a third down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
So now it's third and goal. This Raven defense trying to keep him out of the end zone. They'll look to run with Freeman. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Denver. Royce Freeman, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. An ideal start for them, really. You force the punt, and then you go down and score.
And you've got to see a fist pump on the sideline from the head coach, don't you? Because he's turned into his bench, and he's telling his team, this is how we prepare. Force the punt, go downfield and score. I told you guys, it's just like a boxer in the gym preparing for the fight. Now we get to turn it all loose.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And a 3-and-out on that first drive. We'll see if they can do better here.
They should have a better opportunity because the nerves should be settled now. That first series, everybody goes out there, a little extra emotion. So now they get a chance to go back out and say, okay, now we're into the game. Let's go play and play as best we can.
You almost get a mulligan then on that first drive?
Sometimes it absolutely serves that way. You get a second opportunity. Nothing big happened. But then again, you didn't commit any mistakes either. Off you go.
This pass into the arms of Snead. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A gain there of 21 yards.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a first down with a nice throw.
They're going to be stopped up on this first down run. He might have gotten back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. A nickel set defensively for the Broncos here on third down.
Let's go. D, tighten up. Mike's 50. Mike's 50.
Jackson from the shotgun. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off right around the 43. And the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line.
Well, this is a defense that can confuse even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
The drive will commence with a run by Lindsey. He'll be stopped shy of the 45 despite a great move. Now it looks like we've got a Bronco that's banged up on the play. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Second down, Haskins. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Marching in for the sack, Matthew Judon. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
And he gets this only to the 44-yard line. Not near enough to keep the drive alive.
As much as I praise teams for being true to who they are, in this situation, I wonder if maybe they outguessed themselves a little bit. 3rd down, seemed like an obvious passing situation. They chose to run it and didn't get anywhere close to the 1st down.
Oh, and what a play on special teams here. This is going to be down inside the 5, all the way down at the 2-yard line.
And he's got to be fired up about that effort. I don't think he could have walked down and placed it any better than where he ended up putting the football. That was excellent.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And they will begin with, should we call it, far from ideal starting field position, their own 2-yard line.
So what's your definition of ideal?
The 1-yard line on the other side of the field.
Yes, exactly right. So, yes, your definition is apropos in this case.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down. They'll run on 2nd down with Cohen. He'll try to get forward, but he's going to be stopped in his tracks at about the 3. The All-Pro Von Miller there on the tackle.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
They'd like to avoid punting from their own end zone so they could use something here on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Jackson. Flush to his right. He can run for it, and he will. And he'll get inside the 10, but he's short of the line he needed. Decent gain on the scramble to 6, but now it's 4th. Here's Sam Cook now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And this punt goes out of bounds, and it'll be marked inside the 40. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to something else.
And maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
To throw again on 2nd down. Haskins sliding out of the pocket. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
Sometimes I watch games and wonder why they use play fakes on certain passing situations, because it's not going to fool anyone. I don't know if that was the case here, but the end result was the same. No one fooled. The quarterback was hit.
The Broncos on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. From the gun, Haskins on 3rd down. He's got his tight end Fant. That one good for 13 and a Denver 1st down. 2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. Matt Judon able to drop him that time for his second sack of the evening.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
To try again after the sack. Haskins. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Cortland Sutton was the man he was looking for. And it's third down. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on first down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
2 yards on the pickup there. It's fourth down.
Well, the guys who are paid to make the tackles deserve some kudos there, but I think they deserve even bigger ones because in that situation, they had to be thinking pass. Loosened up defense, going to pass coverage. Instead, maybe they surprised them a little bit running the ball, yet they rallied to it and stopped them well short of a first down.
We'll call that a 47-yard punt, a return of just 3. And the Ravens will get it. First and 10 from deep in their own territory. No room to be had there on the first down run as he's lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. So after the run for no gain, here's second and 10. This time Jackson will throw it. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Credit the sack to Corey Legion. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
He may try and run for this. And a nice job there defensively to contain him and get him to the ground a few yards short of the first down marker.
I thought he did a pretty good job there to get back what he could, but let's face it, that sack on second down, talk about throwing a wrench into the works. It certainly did.
Yeah, he did everything he could there trying to pick up some positive yardage, and he did, but not enough. And no move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5.
Here we go, 50, 50, Mike 50.
They'll indeed go for it with Jackson. And this is incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone. Haskins looking to throw on first down. He goes underneath to Freeman. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Looking to throw, Haskins. Flushed out right, and that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. Clearly wasn't outside of the tackle box. There's your penalty.
And accompanying that penalty, a loss of down.
So now it's 3rd and long, because remember, they also lose a down on the grounding call. After the penalty, here's Freeman. And he'll only get this to the 17, well shy of what he needed. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and it'll bring up a 4th down. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. From the left hash, this from 34. So we have reached halftime with our score 10-0. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Broncos with a lead, and they will be receiving this kickoff here as quarter 3 is underway.
Let's go. Let's do this.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Freeman again, a first down carry. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. On second and 11 now. Haskins. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's third down. How about the defensive effort from both of these teams that we've seen in this game?
Would you say it's like a high-stakes chess match right now?
Chess is one way to go. Yeah, I like it.
Okay, the only reason I say that, you feel like they're contemplating their moves before actually making one, and none of them being done very confidently.
Truth be told, I've never played chess, and I know that I'm not smart enough to play chess. Guys like you with your IQ, you can pull that off. And they stop him up short of the first down as they get him at about the 43. Give him 8 yards that time on the scramble, and now fourth down. Here now, Johnny Townsend as he's on to punt for Denver. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know in the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
And he's going to be met behind the line of scrimmage and taken down. And a penalty flag is going to come out on top of it. So following the holding call, what can they do here on third and long?
Check, 59. You must be getting tired of seeing me. Mike Spotty, hold up.
From the gun, Jackson steps, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Corey Legion, his second sack of the night.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
So this punt sails out of bounds across midfield. Now the question, they're going to spot it right at the 40, the 40-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position game?
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself.
Watch 32.
Haskins now off the bootleg. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. Umpire threw the flag, usually always indicates holding, and that's what we've got.
And you know, depending on their positioning, where you are on the field, the umpires get different responsibilities, but always, always making sure no one's holding.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Now it's Freeman. And across midfield he goes into Raven territory. 9 big yards on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
On 2nd and 11 now. Haskins, man open. He's got it complete to Cortland Sutton. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
Now Haskins to throw it. And now a fumble. The ball's out, and it's picked up by the Ravens. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. So the defense there, opportunistic.
It's nice to give them credit, isn't it? Because so many times it's more a matter of what the offensive guy didn't do. Didn't secure the ball, didn't cover up. In this case, let's just give credit to where it belongs. Knocked it free, made a big play.
And they're able to swarm him behind the line, and his rough night continues.
But if these guys are going to chop into that deficit, they're going to have to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Here's Jackson, escaping the pressure right, and now he's going to use his legs. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the 1st. This is Ingram on 1st and 10. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Ingram again. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. It was Jonathan Bostic there on the stop.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Here's Jackson, operating from the gun, eluding the pressure right. And he's got Snead. And this is going to be another 1st down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 43. Back now in Baltimore. It's the Ravens with possession of the football, but trailing on the big board as we get set for the 4th. Draw play, Cohen. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Now Jackson. It's complete to Snead. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Even though this offense doesn't have a single point to its name, they're not totally out of this game yet. A touchdown here, they could be in business.
And how about that last play? Now they've got momentum going, so you know I'm a big advocate. Get back on the line of scrimmage. Throw another play out of while you've got them rocked on their heels.
Now they'll run it with Cohen, and it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. Call it a loss of 2 on the play, and that'll make it 2nd and 12. From the gun, Jackson. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd. The Ravens on third down. They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. This will be 3rd and 5. On third down, a run with Cohen. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a 4th down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get at the least a 3 and out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll probably wish he'd reconsidered here. It will cost him 10 yards as he's down at the 15.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these team special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
And he'll be corralled right around the 34. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 35-yard line.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down.
Check 48 the mic. Double dog, that's the way.
Now Haskins to throw on 2nd down. He's got his big tight end, Fant. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. On 2nd down, here's Haskins. He's got this complete to Hamilton. It'll be a gain of 9, and it'll be 3rd and 10.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
40's Mike. Ready?
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Bronco football as we get your reset here. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. And for an offense that is struggling, this is not where you want to start from. Great punt.
Fantastic punt. And for all those who wonder, what do punters do during the course of practice each and every day? The best ones do what we just saw there. Work on positioning the football and helping their team.
A 1st down run, good for about 3. 2nd and 7 coming up. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Now this time he'll look to throw. flush to his right. He's going to take off with it. And he is out of bounds, able to get it across the 20-yard line. 11 yards there, first down. Late in the game, defense trying to avoid a big play. He's able to work out of the passing game, turn it into a run, pick up the first, and stop the clock as well.
And you know in this situation, everything is sped up. The intensity, the thinking, everyone's movement. But for a quarterback, he has to continue to do what we call flatliner. Level in everything he does and read the clock, feel it in the pocket, and go at the appropriate time.
And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds left to play. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Back to throw. Flushed out right. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And finally down at the 32-yard line. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Back to throw. Gets this to his running back, Tariq Cohen. He'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7. Ravens going to use their third and final timeout as they'll stop him with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. He'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. Jackson to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And this is caught, but I don't think he stayed in bounds. No, he didn't. It's incomplete. The throw took him past the boundary, and it's 4th. What a great sequence by this defense so far. They've given him nowhere to go with the football.
And they just have to make it stand up one more time because it appears that they've got their number. Can they not have a slip up here and allow the touchdown?
They're going on 4th down. It's Jackson. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a first down. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. This is caught. They'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Mark Andrews with time running out as they can now even this game here in the 4th quarter with the extra point. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good, and we may very well be headed to overtime. All level now at 10 apiece as the kick's away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They have a little bit of time here to get into field goal range. Not much. A tie game, you don't want to do anything crazy, right?
I agree with you on that one. Risk reward, okay?
And he's got daylight. It's a foot race. He's in. Are you kidding me?
How do you give that up?
One of the most improbable ways to finish a game. And they do win it on the final play. Heck of a start to his season. He had 2 touchdowns in the opener last week, another one here in week 2.
Well, I don't want to call him a touchdown machine this early, but sometimes you get locked.
Oh, I love that.
He may